Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing some of my crochet hanging inspiration patterns with you that I have found. They are things that I have been wanting to make, and I finally sat down and found patterns for everything, and I wanted to share them with you to hopefully inspire you to make some of these things as well. There are 10 patterns in this list that I am going to share with you. They range in different categories. I don't really have too many of one, so I'm not going to list categories. I'm just going to go down my list that I did, kind of put things together, and I'm excited to share these with you. I have always wanted to have crocheted items around my house, and I've never really looked into patterns that I want to make that actually inspire me to want to make them. I see things all the time, I save them for later, but I actually wanted to find all these patterns for myself and for you as well to hopefully make them, and hopefully that will be another video later. But for now, let's get into the first pattern. I have answered 7 questions for each of these patterns to hopefully help you decide if you want to make them. The first pattern is from nanascraftyhome.com, and it is the Never Ending Star Crochet Plant Holder. It is a free pattern with a paid PDF version on Ravelry. The crochet level of this pattern is advanced or challenging beginner patterns. You need to know the basic stitches, but you don't have to be super advanced to crochet this pattern. It might be more challenging for a beginner, but I find that those patterns are what helped me grow as a crocheter. So if you do like this pattern, I think this would be a good one to start with to start challenging yourself. The pattern is set up with good instructions and pictures to follow along with, so you won't feel lost on not knowing how your project is supposed to look, which I love for beginner patterns. And you can really customize this by making it the size you want or need and in the color or colors that you would like to really add to your home. I like how simple and unique this pattern is and how you can customize it for your home and how easily it is customized for any pot size. So you're not limited by having to stick to a 4-inch or a 5-inch. You can literally make this pattern as big or as small as you need it, depending on your pot size. So I feel that that is a great pattern, and it doesn't take a lot of extra effort in order to change the sizing. It just kind of flows, and I feel that this is a great pattern to get into for me for hanging plants, because I would love to have some more hanging plants in my home, and I think this is a great pattern to do that. The second pattern is from sarahmaker.com. It is a free crochet plant hanger pattern. The level for this crochet pattern is advanced or challenging beginner. This pattern has very good instructions for pictures to follow along with, so you'll always know where you should be at certain points in this pattern. As a beginner, I wish I found more patterns like this, because then I would know that I am on the right path. And even as a more advanced crocheter now, it's still nice to know that I'm doing it right. So I do love patterns that have picture references and follow along round per round. I think those are really great patterns. You can make this pattern your own by making sure you use the right colors you want for your decor or whatever the vibe is in your room. And I specifically chose this pattern because I love traditional macrame design, which I feel this pattern has, but it's crocheted. So I love that it's a little bit of both, because I have always been interested in macrame pot holders, but have never really tried making one. So I love that this has the crocheted aspect, but also has some inspiration from traditional macrame plant holders. The third pattern is from onceuponaTimeCheerio.com. It is a crocheted wisteria flower pattern. It is a free pattern, and I feel that this pattern is beginner easy level, so it's not going to be very challenging. It is very repetitive, but it also gives you a great way to practice those beginner easy stitches, but also give yourself something nice to have afterwards. This pattern is in written form without pictures, but on the website of this pattern, there is a video link to a YouTube tutorial to teach you exactly how to do this pattern, which I love because not everyone likes to read patterns and can understand even with pictures. So video tutorials are also one of my favorites. As a beginner, it was one of the things that I really was drawn to. And now as an advanced crocheter, when I find something super challenging, I really am happy when there's a video that I can watch to make it easier so I can make it. I love the traditional wisteria colors, the purples and the blues and the pink. But I really love that you can actually make this in any colors you want to brighten your space. Personally, I love pink, so I'm probably going to make a lot of pink, but I love adding some bright colors to really tie in some cheerful elements on this pattern. And I really love this pattern and chose it because you can make it pretty customizable for whatever space you want to put it in. I'm thinking of adding some to my Billy bookcases behind me to add some cute little details. And I love how they cluster together and make it feel pretty without having too much going on. The fourth pattern is from House of Leo Crochet here on YouTube. It is a DIY crochet whimsical wind spinner decor tutorial for beginners. It is a free pattern. It is for beginners and it's a video YouTube tutorial, not a written pattern. So if written patterns are not your thing, I think this one would be great. You can absolutely make this your own by choosing your own custom colors, multiple colors. I really love this pattern because it adds some cute decor to outside your home, but also able for you to enjoy inside as well. And I am so mesmerized sometimes by seeing those wind spinners. I could just sit there and watch them for a while. So I'm excited to give this pattern a try. The next pattern is from happyheartsy.com. It is a baseball hat organizer free crochet pattern. It is a free pattern. It's a advanced beginner for me, I think. And this is my personal opinion. So if you don't feel that it is, that's okay. But I'd rather be more reserved on labeling things as easy or advanced because if you think it's easy and then you get to it and it's not, I want to prepare you for maybe it might be a little more challenging. But we all have to start somewhere. So don't let that discourage you. And please, you can check out these patterns on your own. And if they're not for you, that's okay. But I'm just hoping to inspire other crocheters with things that I find beautiful. And I have found all the patterns, which is so hard to do lately. So let's get back to what I was saying. This one is an advanced beginner. It's a written pattern with a guided YouTube video tutorial, which I think will be really great if this is one of those patterns where it's more challenging for you as a beginner, but it walks you through how to do this. I would say for me as a beginner, if I was trying this pattern, it would be really hard for me to keep all the edges completely straight and not have it dip in or dip out. That was a big challenge for me. So I think having the YouTube tutorial with this pattern is really great. I love that you can choose your own custom colors and also having a spot for your sunglasses or just for your hats. I have a lot of boys, so this is going to come in handy as they grow and want all those, I wouldn't really say sports teams hats, but any kind of cool hats that they end up finding and wanting to wear. I love that they'll be able to have a place for their hats so they stay nice and also add as a decoration for their room. The sixth pattern is also from happyheartsy.com. It is a crocheted wall hanging organizer free pattern. It is a beginner advanced. Again, only because I feel like it's very structured. You're going to want to have really clean lines, and that was not my strong suit. So it might be a little challenging for some. It is a written pattern with a guided YouTube video tutorial, which again, I love. You can choose your own custom colors, and I feel like you can really customize this to fit your space. The original pattern has two rows, one with three pockets, one with two on the bottom, but I feel like you can actually crochet this into a bigger or smaller piece as you need it. I guess the only drawback would be making sure you don't put too much weight on it for you to actually hang it on your wall. But I really chose this pattern because I have a teenager and she loves all her beauty products. And I feel like this is a great item to not only decorate her room, but help keep it clean and organized and able to customize how big or small you want the pockets and big or small you want the actual wall organizer. So I think that this is a really great pattern to help you be organized and add some cute little crochet decor to your home. Another thing that I've been interested in is hanging baskets, and this next pattern is from offthebeatenhook.com. It's the Dewdrop Hanging Basket Free Crochet Pattern. This pattern is more of a beginner advanced pattern, and it is a written pattern with reference photos. It's not as detailed as some of the other patterns I've chosen for today's video, but it still does give you a good reference point to know where you should be at on certain rows that you are on. So I do love that for a pattern. Three basket sizes for this pattern, and I love that you can choose whichever one would feel good in the space that you need it for. It's a simple and easy way to decorate, but also keep your home clean and organized. And I personally want to try this in my bathroom and in my kitchen to get things off the counter and into a cute little home for it, and also decorate it at the same time. The eighth pattern is from hearthookhome.com. It is her kitchen chair cat hammock crochet pattern. It's a free pattern for beginner advanced. This is a written pattern only. It does not come with reference photos, so this is definitely something where you will be doing it on your own. But she does have pictures for in the middle or an up close picture of detailed of how the stitches should be looking. You can really make this your own by choosing the colors and size you need for your chair. And I think it's a great pattern for me because I always have so much stuff all over the floor. Kids always leave stuff everywhere. So having a place for my cat to be that is not adding to the clutter on the floor is really nice. And he loves to be cozy and cuddly, and I think a cat hammock would be great for him. So I'm excited to try this pattern. This next pattern is from woolpattern.com, and it is a crocheted yarn hammock pattern. It is a free pattern for a beginner advanced. It is a written pattern with a YouTube video tutorial to go along with it. You can choose how big or small you want this and whatever colors you would like. I specifically have chose this pattern because my kids have a lot of stuffed animals and they're always everywhere, and I really want to make this so it gives them their own home and also decorates at the same time. And I also really love this pattern for my craft room because there's times where I have some yarn and I don't know what to do with it, and it might not fit in my shelves, or I might not want to put it on my wall, so I keep it up front where I can see it so then I can go ahead and use it. And I think having a place like this hammock would be really nice to put it in because it makes it cute, but also makes it functional. So I do love that about this pattern. This last pattern is from simplecreativefarmhouse.com. It is the crochet towel holder pattern. It is a free pattern for beginner advanced. It is a written pattern with reference photos. You can really choose what colors and buttons would go best in your kitchen or in your bathroom. I feel that this could be used in either of those spaces. Honestly, you can even use it in a garage or a workshop where you need something hanging, not necessarily a towel, but easy access. I feel like this would be a great pattern for something like that. I specifically chose this pattern because I want my towels to stay where I put them. I have always wanted to make one of these, and I've seen the crochet patterns where they have the topper on the towel, which are also really good, but I'm always changing my towels out so frequently. So I really wanted something that will stay where I need it, but be super functional, where I can change my towel out however often. I don't have to worry about crocheting a new topper on the towel, and I can actually make multiples of these to have across my bar on my stove to hold all of my towels. So this is a pattern that I have been wanting to make for a while, and I'm really happy with this pattern. I've looked at a lot of patterns for this specific item, but I really like this one because the buttons keep it attached and the bamboo hook on the end is plenty of space to hold the towel. And I chose this one versus having two bamboo circular, I'm not sure what they're called. But I chose this one with the buttons versus the other because I feel like the other one would fall off really easily. And then it's just creating the same problem that I already have with the kitchen towels. So I do love how this one is going to stay where I put it. And unless I physically take it off, it's not going anywhere. And it just adds a cute aesthetic little decor piece, especially if you have that farmhouse vibe. I think it's really great to go with that vibe in your kitchen. I do have one last pattern I want to share. As I was going through Pinterest and the internet looking for inspiration, I really want something that I can decorate with. And this last picture, because I don't have a pattern, this is something that it's a work at your own pace, do a little at a time for me. And I find that this one is going to be a really great way to use up some of my scrap yarn, but also give me something really beautiful at the end. And it is a pictured frame with a bunch of crocheted flowers in it. I don't have a pattern for this one because with patterns, you're specifically looking to follow it and have everything look like the pattern. And on this one, it's more of a freestyle. And I do love that about this because you can really customize it and make it whatever you want. So I did go ahead and save the picture for inspiration for myself because I do have this office space and I have a big, large white wall behind my camera. And I really want to look at something pretty and make something for myself for my wall. So this is what I'm really inspired to make because I think it would be very fun, very pretty, use up my scraps. I can make any type of flower that I want. And I think that's the best part, and any color combination. So I'm going to include this one, but just know that there is not a pattern link. I will share a link for flowers because I did find one link that has a bunch of flower patterns in that one link. If that makes sense. I hope it does. But you're not limited to just making one type of flower. You can make so many different types of flowers. And so what I will do is I will include the inspiration photo, like I have been with all of these to show you. And also in the pattern description, in the description of the video, I will leave a link to all the crochet flower patterns that I am interested in trying, so that will be in the bottom in the description below. But I think this one is the one that I am most excited to make. It's also going to be the one that might take the most time because I feel like I'm going to do it a little at a time and I'm really excited. So hopefully I can make something really pretty for my wall for me to look at and also just fun. And we shall see what kind of flowers I make. So stay tuned for that because I'm pretty sure I will be doing a scrap video of it at some point and sharing it with you at the end when I do complete it. So there are your 10 free patterns for hanging items for your home. Hopefully, I have inspired you to want to make something for yourself to make your home beautiful and cozy, just like I would like to do for mine. Thank you so much for watching this video. If this is content you're interested in, please consider liking and subscribing and leaving me a thumbs up. And share what your favorite pattern was out of all the ones that I've shared. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.